whisper to Sims and saying, we are not an online team, mate. We're a LAN team now.
Damn right, Richard. You should know by now, never bet against the French. The French magic is a real thing, but also the Bucks, never bet against them. It's going to be a hell of a series ahead of us here. Supremacy are going to be taking on the pacemaking Pandas. Game number 1 is going to be Truth, capture the flag.
Oh, and what a game it shall be. We saw Truth CTF obviously turn into a Buck map over in a previous series where they just dominated and had so many assists, and now Morga is trying to stop this camo pickup.
He is going to try and stop it. Does take down SLG as well. That's going to be 2 dead. Going to find himself a sword as well. I think Supremacy did actually go for an early flag pull as well. But I like what I'm seeing from Morgan here, who's trying to get towards that player with the sword to take him down. But he pushed in front of that flag so he could allow his teammates to push up. But look at this. Supremacy have picked up kills in the kill feed here. And it's actually going to be Fragger going for a touch on that flag. But 20 shuts that one down with a carbine. Looking to pick up a triple, but SLG shuts him down.
SLG just flying around, gets a double instead of going for the flag, tries to get the triple. Unfortunately gets 5'd by Mr. Buck 57 as he's trying to get this return for his squad.
57 then. Another touch on this flag, though, from Supremacy. They're doing such a great job of just being a nuisance to this pacemaking Pandas squad. Another touch comes in somehow, or other Supremacy
who would that
put
be
in the first flag of the game, and it is, who else, as you say, Ghost? SLG somehow rallying that one back.
Yeah, the instinct in this guy is just too much to handle, it seems like, for really any rosters. Now we're going to watch as Punisher tries to get some huge kills. I believe that flag could go in. It does. Zuh gets the second cap of the game, therefore tying it now 1-1 on this True CTF.
2 very, very unorthodox flag runs from these 2 teams. We're tied up 1-1. What else would we expect on Championship Sunday? Every single game so far today has been so back and forth, but look at this, a flag pull coming in. Fragger getting loud on the stage. 2 kills go in his hands. Punny going to be running this one across. He's being shepherded back by SLG as well.
Goodness.
He is coming under heavy fire here, but he is managing to stay alive. Jumps up into the attic. He's going to be ground pounding this one in, and it's going to be Supremacy who take a 2-1 lead.
And I have to call out exactly what you pointed out. SLG shadowing that flag runner back to the base. He does it every single time, and we have another flag being run. It's run by Solar, and they're not even going to need to wait for this camo, it seems, Mark.
This is going to be a double cap coming in for Supremacy. Look at this. Game number 1 is over already. Supremacy with back-to-back flag caps, taking the first game 3-1.
I mean, it seemed like, I don't even know, it seemed like Pacemaking Pandas didn't even have a chance to use teamwork, let alone make any sort of anything happen in that map. It was so hard to watch, as it just seemed like Morga tried to get something going in the beginning, but unfortunately, didn't work out for him, as it seems like Za only got a lonely breadstick there as we check out the stats, but we're going to pull them up in a second here. But we're looking at those, and SLG and Fragger both logging 6 kills. Obviously not too much, but it was a short game, my man. So those are big numbers regardless.
Yeah, it was a short game, and yeah, that's not a breadstick against the French. That's known as a baguette over here. That's what they've served up to the guys on the pacemaking Pandas. SLG though, 6 kills, 3 death, a huge game from him. But we have to give a shout out to the second flag that was run. I believe it was by Fragger, that second cap in a row. Essentially perfect setup from the guys in Supremacy. And then something that I know you love is how efficient they were with that objective.
Oh yeah, I mean, I will always give a shout out to just those veteran plays. It's something that you took a lot of pride in back during some of those Halo 3 matches. You know how serious it can be and how many choke points you need to cut off in order to secure those flag caps. And it seems like SLG, he doesn't skip a beat, man. I don't know what it is. It's just every single time a flag is pulled, he's watching it. He's like a guardian angel, and he ensures those caps.
Well, game number 1 is in the book. Supremacy are up 1-0. They seem to just be getting better and better as this tournament goes on. But Ghost, we're moving into Rig Slayer as a game number 2 here.
Oh yeah, game 2.
We saw.
We already saw game 1.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Of course we did. It was game 0.5, wasn't it? But we're moving over to Rig Slayer right now. What have the pacemaking Pandas got to do? They've got to be a little bit shell shocked right now.
I think they're gonna need to worry about one thing, and that is Mr. SLG.
You're a fan.
The man, the myth, the legend. This guy has proven time and time again that he is one of the most well-rounded players out here in Europe, and not to mention over there in France. And so for this guy to just put on a show for us, not just with the sniper, but with his objective play and everything else, I can't say enough about him, but clearly he can't do it alone, folks. He has tons of support from the rest of his team. Obviously, Fragger and Solar just putting down huge slang power, and Punisher seemingly doing the dirty work, if you will, is always getting the support and making sure that they get those power-ups and power weapons as well. So they are a very well-rounded team. It seems like everyone very much is a cog in this machine, and they know how to use their roles to optimal performance.
And interesting to look at this pacemaking Pandas squad. I mean, we don't see maybe the biggest Slayer names, you know, not the Respectfuls, those sort of players on this team, but they have been performing pretty well in Slayers throughout this tournament. So I'll be interested to see how they get on game number 2, the Rig Slayer. A beautiful look at that Xbox Elite control there in the hands of one of the players. And but yeah, it's difficult to bet against Supremacy after such a hot start like that.
Oh, yeah, and not only that, but I think that what we're going to need to see from pacemaking Pandas, they're going to need to control that scatter shot. I know that the sniper could fall in the hands of Morgan, and he can pull off some nasty things with it. But at the end of the day, I think that the scatter shot is going to be the big point of control here for this map, almost like the X factor. It seems like Camo in some of these games has really just been getting burned more often than not. So I don't think that's going to be the difference maker here. I'm going to keep an eye out for the scatter.
Well, use that hashtag HaloWC to let us know if you are a French fan rooting for Supremacy, or if you want to see the pacemaking Pandas make a comeback in this series. Slayer on the rig is going to be game number 2. 50 kills to win, of course. Sniper rifle there rotating on your screen. As Ghost was saying, that scatter shot so important as well. And more importantly, that camouflage is going to be popping up every 2 minutes. Game number 2 is underway here. It's going to be SLG, and he immediately bags himself a camo.
I mean, that was just flawless, just perfect. Like, they don't even know where he is. They thought he dropped down, and sure enough, he just skated on over to white corner and then moved over to sniper, and now here he is going for the nest. And let's see if he happens to get it.
Well, he's going to play this one very, very sneaky. Here he comes.
Oh,
no, he's whiffed.
No whiffer.
He's whiffed, but it doesn't matter. He takes down Zer, and he finds himself a sniper rifle. He misses a shot, though. That was actually quite shocking for me. I think that's the first time I've seen SLG miss a shot in about 4 or 5 hours. But he's going to now rotate back to the bunker. And this is interesting to see. This is like early Halo 5 meta we seem to be seeing from the Supremacy squad.
Oh, yeah, taking it back into the bunker, especially with camo, right? I know he only has about 5 seconds left on that camouflage, but still, it's useful. You want to go around the map with it. Instead, he just hid in the bunker, trying to maybe block spawns, but also just get some, like you said, very, very basic angles.
Well, it's good to see him now pushing up. We can say on the player outlines here, 3 different players from the pacemaking Pandas are crouched around the barrels, and I'm not too disappointed with what I've seen here from the pacemaking Pandas. They've slowed the game down. Value in these deaths. Punisher does go in, though, with that DMR and pick up a kill to tie things up 3-3, but a very, very slow start from both teams here.
Oh, yeah, and not only that, but it seems like every team is just playing to perfection. We see just the setup coming in, but SLG takes a new angle, right? He didn't go up top. Oh my goodness. Thank you. All right. Didn't want to have a heart attack just yet. We didn't even get to the finals, folks. SLG, thank you for saving lives as we now watch him try and pick apart the rest of this Panda roster. Now back on top tower. It seems like he's always trying to take a new angle, and I got to give him props because pacemaking Pandas is not ready for it.
This guy is insane. Like, he's robotic with this sniper rifle. He simply does not miss shots. Sorry, SLG, you missed a shot there because of me, but he's pretty damn good. I mean, it's a difficult situation for here because Supremacy seems to be able to force spawn. Oh, no!
No.
SLG went down, and it's Zer
who
finds himself with the back smack. I was going to say, what a horrible position
SLG ninja
for him to be in. But he managed to somehow get out with a trade, but it looks like the second camo of the game has actually gone into the hands of Fragger, sorry. And not only that, but it's a scatter shot in the hands of Solar. So not only is the kill lead extending for the guys on Supremacy, they have all the goodies to work with too.
And we're going to need to see if Fragger actually ends up getting that scatter shot from his teammate. A lot of the times you'll see in NA Halo, once a player does manage to pick up the camo, you'll see their teammate drop the scatter for them. Obviously, very, very strong combination. But it looks like Fragger's just going to use the camo to his best abilities.
Pacemaking Pandas here down by a considerable margin in this game. Pretty slow game at the moment. Just those highlights coming in from SLG once again. Camouflage still in effect, though, here for Fragger. Going to be pushing on Buck20 here. Buck20 doing a great job of staying alive, though, and turning things around on Fragger, making him pay for some sloppy AR work there. SLG now going to be trying to take down Morgan, who's found himself the sniper rifle, and surprise, surprise, look what he's going to drop on as he drops on a few grenades. Here comes a sniper rifle to be back in the hands of SLG, and he is just so good at controlling this weapon.
Not only that, but look at how he actually went for that kill, went for the teamwork first, and then picked up sniper. There's a lot of players players, both EU and in NA, that will just choose to go for the power weapon and then just leave their teammate out to dry, but SLG doesn't do that. He's always prioritizing the right play.
Camouflage going to be popping in around 40 seconds as well, so both teams going to be moving around the map now, trying to set up for that. Supremacy, who have control of the inside of the map at the moment, so they are in the superior positions. Punisher picks up a kill, Morga trades out another kill there, but 21-13 here. The pacemaking Pandas really do need to get this camouflage in their hands if they want to come back in the game. It looks like they're trying to make a push on top engine. SLG's lighting stuff up while Punisher is being his bodyguard top engine at the moment. Now they're rotating back, and I like this because they know that that camouflage is popping any moment now. Yeah,
and they're ensuring that there are no back bunker spawns. Obviously, we've seen some players actually force bunker spawns on purpose, trying to single out some of those spawns, but here, over here on Supremacy, they are not taking any chances with any craziness. But I believe the camo was picked up, or no, it just spawned. It has not been picked up just yet. We're going to wait and see if there is a player to grab it. Yes, there is. I believe that is Punisher. He has the scatter shot, but he gets cleaned up by Morgan. We're going to have back on board with SLG. No, it is Solar who picks up that camo. Excuse me.
Solar managed to escape with it as well, found himself a storm rifle as well, but he's going to be hit by a splinter grenade and goes disappearing off the map. Fantastic eagle eye coming in from the pacemaking Pandas, and that was Zer making that play there. Going to be pushing to bottom nest now, finding himself an SMG. I believe the sniper rifle is still in the hands of SLG on the other side. It's like the pacemaking Pandas are trying to hunt him out right now, and here comes the pressure. He's found himself a scatter shot as well, so SLG is going to be coming under huge pressure. As I previously said, Zer picks up a kill with a scatter shot, 2 dots on his radar, manages to get away again, but fantastic rotations from SLG again, just making sure that he keeps these weapons in his hand.
This guy is just so good at just having the perfect awareness. It seems like he's not just going to rotate for, to hold down these weapons, but also for his teammates. Just seemingly phenomenal positioning, no matter what point of the game it is.
You have to give massive credit to his teammates here. You've just seen here, SLG rotated away from that push, but his teammates just came in, swooped in like a ghost in the night and managed to take down all of the players who were trying to take him down, quite possibly. But he's now, SLG lives to fight another day, has 2 bullets in the chamber with a sniper rifle as well, and with 2 targets on his screen as well. It wouldn't surprise here if he picked up 2 kills. Player going to be challenging him, but he doesn't actually pick any up. But look at this again. Supremacy moving around the map as such a cohesive unit, and there is that emotional player for them. Solar getting fired up, laying in some extra shots into that dead body.
And Solar still has the battle rifle and scatter shot combo, as we know how dangerous this thing can be. Only 1 bullet left, though, in the scatter shot. Let's see if he wastes it. No, he doesn't. And we're going to now hop on board with Fragger, as now he has that battle rifle and the pistol. He's going to make his way to the bunker, try and block some spawns, and also help out some teammates pushing top tower. We know how important this positioning is. It's a huge choke point. You got to watch these yellow barrels and even the flank route that's outside of this map. So Fragger doing just that as he tries to help out with some teammate. The camo's up, though.
Camo's up, sniper rifle's in the hands of Punisher, and he's putting it to work as well. Fragger coming under fire here. Player is down at the bottom of the nest, but look at this, once again, a teammate pushing towards him, trying to help him out. The pacemaking Pandas are on the borderline being extinct in this game, 42-23 at the moment. Solar picking up another kill, and look at this, Punisher. Sniper rifle, camouflage. Once again, this is the 4th power weapon pickup, and the 4th camo they've had, and the 8th power weapon they have had in comparison to the pacemaking Pandas, 0 and 1.
And I'm going to call out Punisher right there. Obviously, he was getting a little bit cocky. They're up by a substantial amount of kills. A great bum jump right there. They're up by a substantial amount of kills, and he just decided to have camo and sniper over on that overlook spot. Eventually gets pinched by Engine 2. We all know how dangerous that spot could be. I'm not sure why he took it over there, but we're going to hop back on board now with Zuh as he has the sniper rifle. 1 bullet left. Connects with a body shot, and it looks like Fragger might have just embarrassed someone. So maybe we hop on board with them. Nope, Buck 20 takes him down. So let's see what Buck 20 has to say.
20 and 57 pickup kills, but it's just 6 kills now for the guys in Supremacy to take a 2-0 lead in this series. The pacemaking Pandas got it all to do at the moment. They need a hell of a lot more. Listen to the French guys. You can hear them. We've got headsets on right here, and we can still hear them on our stage getting nice and loud. Punisher going to be challenging Buck 20 here. Buck 20 desperately trying to stay alive, but he is going to be hunted down by SLG. Here comes the push. SLG picks up a double kill. Just 2 kills now for the guys on Supremacy to close this one out.
And that nade he just threw right there, that was a spawn prediction nade. He knows that they're going to spawn over here in this open field. Look at that. And sure enough, there was a guy. Maybe you got a call out as well. Hunts him down with the Spartan charge and locks it up 50-31. Huge game 2 at Supremacy.
50 to 31, your final score. As you say, just avoiding that state dinner, but Supremacy. How impressive is this lineup? And, you know, they just seem to be, oh my word. You've just cut me off there. We've both just got our hands on our mouths.
Yeah, no. We got
Punisher,
Punisher.
21-6. What a game from that young man.
And I'm going to point out that we didn't get to give him much airtime. I know that we were looking at SLG and Solar a lot. We saw Fragger getting a few double kills in the kill feed. But Punisher, I think he was just having everything almost, I mean, yes, he was getting kills, but some of those kills were definitely handed to him. Looking at the assists, 8, 7, and 12 respectively on the rest of his teammates. So clearly they were helping out there, but holy cow, 21-6, that is a stat line, my man.
Well, there's a tweet coming in here at the bottom of your screen from Corey J. Lees. He says, if Supremacy make it to North America, I'd definitely be rooting for them. So we've got some Supremacy fans at home. Put my teeth back in there. Supremacy I can't even say it. Do you want to take over right now? Supremacy fans at home as well as in the crowd as well. They're up 2-0 in this series, just one game away from advancing where they, I believe, they will meet up against Team Infused, who are waiting there at losers bracket final. So Supremacy, they're on the verge now.
Yeah, I mean, this is wild. I mean, they're one win away from going on to face off against Infused, as you just mentioned, and then that gives them a chance to go to Worlds. It's got to be surreal. SLG, I know last year, he took the loss a little bit hard, but more so just as a learning experience. And for him to come back here a year later, kind of has that same pep in his step. And also just the same sense of humility that I saw last year out here. And he has a little bit of a new roster, right? But these guys have just surrounded him with talent, surrounded him with teamwork. And now it looks like the Bucks need to really step up. They need to get, obviously, the rest of their team hyped up. Strongholds Plaza is a tough one. When you look at players like SLG, and you look at players like Punisher putting up 21-6 stat line, it's got to be a little bit concerning over here for the pacemaking Pandas. Not sure who we need to have step up over here on the blue team. I believe it must, I mean, to be honest, it really just comes down to the Bucks. When they are on fire, I know that we give them so much credit here, but when they're on fire, their teamwork is just so damn good. They're baiting and switching. It's amazing.
Here is your series layout. If you are just joining us, tweet out that stream. Make sure you use the hashtag HaloWC so you can get your tweets on stream as well. You've just seen it there. They are 2-0 up, but that rest of the series is still to come. Strongholds on Plaza, 100 points to win. Cap those strongholds, score those points. Make sure you get hold of that camouflage as well. Gonna be a hell of a game here. Supremacy just one map away now from advancing against to face Team Infused. Here we go, Ghost. Who do you want to start this one off with?
We're starting it off with my main man, Buck57. This guy has been a force all weekend long, and it came out in Game 3. So you know what? Let's see this guy if he can give it a chance. Well, I guess Solar says no, so we're going to hop on over to his brother, Mr. 20, who cleans up Solar. That's a nice little consolation prize.
Bottom mid going into the control of the pacemaking Pandas pretty early on, but they have lost control of the yard and the nest as well. It's Fragger who's trying to get away, but Zer's going to hunt him down. A player is going to be up on the light rifle behind Buck20. It's going to be taken down. It's going to be Punisher again, putting in some solid shots, and it looks like Supremacy are going to take control of this bottom mid stronghold as well. Trying to collapse on this last player here is going to be Morgan, but Morgan with some nice shots to take down Punisher. He's going to take him down, but that is going to be traded out immediately. The French teamwork, so good. Even though that player got outshot, they still managed to trade that kill.
Yeah, and that was quite an outshot. I mean, Morga just put in the work on thrusting forwards. That's something you see a lot of the times in North America. I know I watch Lethal quite a bit at home, and he's always uses this forward thrust that really just catches players off guard rather than just a lateral one.
Buck20 now. With that storm rifle, it looks like the pacemaking Pandas are trying to make a push on this nest as well. It's just a few inches away from being taken, and they do manage to get hold of it. The shotgun, oh no,
Oh, killing him with the barrel. That's a little bit disappointing, but we know Punisher is just gonna do his dirty work right now. He knows that there's a player over here at the nest. They know that the nest is one of the best or more crucial hills to hold in this Strongholds game type. We all know it's the nest in the basement, in the bottom mid. So here he is capturing it.
And I want to speak to you a little bit about essentially why you think these Strongholds are just being flipped backwards and forwards so much. It's been such a transfer of Strongholds. We've seen the yard being moved. We've seen bottom mid being lost. We've been the yard transferred. It just seems to be so back and forth at the moment. Morgan going to pick up a kill now. But what do you think's going on here, Ghost?
I think that it comes down to the selflessness of both of these teams. They are just trading And we can say that, yeah, maybe some kills are going one way or some kills are going the other. But frankly, it's 16 kills to 14 now. And that's with Pacemaking Pandas in the lead. But there's nothing really, you know, separating these two teams. They're so damn close. Camo is up. We're going to see if that falls in the hands of Zuh. It does, but he gets cleaned up already. SLG gets picked off as well. Now it's a 3-on-3, just like we were talking about.
Buck 20 here, just crouching on the market. Does have that plasma pistol as well, so he's going to be able to drop the shields of any player.
Great shots.
Do try and drop down on him. It is the guys on the Pacemaking Pandas who do have control of the map as well, and it looks like they're just settling in the moment for these two strongholds after having that initial triple cap. Looks like they're going to slay them out, and I like what I'm seeing here. Solar's going to be no shields. Buck 20 is going to be taking him down. Is one player alive still? Make that two players alive, but look at this. The reset does come in. Punisher does finish that kill, but it's going to give the rest of the Pacemaking Pandas a chance to drop on this bottom mid stronghold and potentially finish these kills.
Wow, big mow-down by Buck 57 in that Storm Rifle, as now he gets another kill on SLG, a triple on Solar, and they get a huge secure there, bottom middle, and the last one in Hotel, another one top blue ramp. These guys are just collapsing to perfection. Solar, you're done, and now, Punisher, you're done, and now we're gonna move on and see if these spawn kills come in. Let's hop into observer mode and see if we can get a little bit of an idea of where these guys are spawning at. And
excuse the pun, but 57 was just storming through that Supremacy lineup with that Storm Rifle there. Fragger going to pick up a kill here. The score is 44-26 in control of the Pacemaking Pandas. The Bucks once again showing that they have life left in them yet, but Supremacy picking up a couple of kills here in that kill feed. Going to go on board with Morgan here. Zerd does manage to pick up a kill. There is a player above him at the moment, but he's just trying to lock down this bottom mid stronghold, and that's going to be Solar, I believe, who's going to be caught off guard. Another player behind him, two missed melees, going to be cleaned up though. 57 trying to get a reset, and he does get that all-important momentary reset on that bottom mid stronghold.
All right, and now we're on board with Punisher, who just logged a solid perfect kill with that pistol. We know how tough that can be, especially in a situation like this. Great little stabilized jump right there, coming off the ground, but Buck 57 cleans him up with the pistol after a solid melee. We're going to stay on board with Punisher off the spawn, coming up out Nest. It looks like two of his teammates just died extremely quickly. The camo is up, and all players are flying for it. I don't think it was picked up yet. It's still top mid. Holy cow, what the heck is going on here, folks?
SLG grabs it, though, and he's going to be taken down immediately. 57 is having a hell of a game right now, and look at this, going back for his favorite Storm Rifle. He's going to be able to pick that one up. Anyone who drops into this stronghold is going to have some laser doom coming towards them from that Storm Rifle. Player is going to be above him now. He's going to be challenging him. SLG does win that one, so it's now the Yard and the bottom mid stronghold that are in control of the Pacemaking Pandas, up to Supremacy to try and make some moves on this bottom mid stronghold.
And I'm going to say it right now, SLG is 12-7. The rest of his team is all negative. This guy, while he has a lot of assists coming out from the rest of his team, it seems like he's putting up some solid assists as well, but this guy is just finishing every kill that he comes into contact with. I can't say really enough about this guy.
Rotation coming in from SLG as well. Cleans up another player there. That's going to be Buck 20. You know he's going to finish this kill as well, but Morgan helps him in, gets that reset, so he's doing work around both of the objectives at the moment. Bottom mid and the Nest now the ideal two strongholds out of three to try and hold in control of Supremacy. Make that a triple cap now. They're going to be racking up these points, guys.
How did he stay alive right there from that grenade? I have no idea. A sliver of health and a distraction medal is now he comes down bottom middle trying to get these kills. They get another clear triple cap, 61-55. I mean, the kills are so close. It's neck and neck. SLG and roster are only up. Oh, no, it's tied now. 40-40 kills with that kill by 57 over there in the kill feed. Unbelievable.
Looks like the Pandas are trying to rotate back into the yard, but here comes SLG and the French squad. Fragger putting so much pressure, and I love what I see in here. They're not just happy to let the guys on the Pacemaking Pandas just easily cap that yard. They're now putting the pressure on these respawners. Here they come. Here comes Solar. Morgan's there as well. Solar picks up another kill. Zerd's going to be taken down as well. SLG challenging Zerd. But look at this. All of the Pacemaking Pandas to just manage to get control of that yard stronghold have had to go in and die, and they are just losing points. They are leaking points. 81-55 at the moment. Supremacy looking so, so good.
And there's one thing that's going to have to change the tide here, and that's the camouflage. It's spawning up right now. It just came up top middle. We're going to see if there's any players that grab it. I don't know if anyone's in position just yet. It seems like Buck 20 has just spotted it. Let's go on board with him. Let's see if he gets... No, he pushes over to Nest. There is no player that has grabbed this camouflage yet. Oh, and it's Fragger.
Not what you want to see if you're a Pacemaking Pandas fan right now. He's found himself a camouflage. They have managed to get control of a couple of strongholds, but look at this. That's going to quickly change because 3 of their players are dead. Fragger going to find himself a shotgun. So right now, he's going to be able to almost single-handedly hold down this stronghold if he waits for these players.
No.
There's one. Here comes the second.
He missed it.
He
No.
shotgun on the second player, though, to take him down. 3 dead as well as Punisher gets another kill in the kill feed. Supremacy are having a triple cap at the last moments of the game.
3-0.
7 going to be taken down. Ghost is calling the 3-0.
It's over. I mean, these guys are
the
going
pace-making
to the
Pandas
loser
are going
bracket.
home. And here come Supremacy.
Holy cow, these guys were a force. I mean, they stormed through everyone, like you mentioned it earlier. I'm almost speechless. I can't really say enough about SLG. When you look at the stats, we're gonna pull them up in about a second. This guy was dominating all game long and all series long, and this one is no different.
What a series from Supremacy. Incredible, incredible things. The stats are on your screen right now. Look at the assist from Supremacy. We talked about them heating up, Ghost. That's something that I know makes you very happy. They are all team shooting. They are finishing each other's kills. Where do you think the Supremacy team are going to end up at the end of this tournament?
I mean, it's definitely going to be a top 3, right? But now it could be, I think, easily a top 2. We saw Infused come off a